Dear students, in this class we will discuss about the different quantum numbers. There are four quantum numbers: principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number, and spin quantum. So first we will discuss about the principal quantum number. So it was proposed by Niels Bohr. It was proposed by Niels Bohr, and it is denoted by the values 1, 2, 3, 4. So what it is denoted by letter N. It is denoted by letter N. So what does it explain? It explains about the size of the orbit or the shell, and it also explains about the energy of the orbit. Energy of the orbit. So next one, so En is equal to minus 13.6 into Z square by N square electron volts, where N values are 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So see here, the number of electrons in an orbit is given by the formula 2n square. 2n square. N value is nothing but the principal quantum number. As n value increases, the size of the orbit also increases. As n value increases, the energy of the orbit also increases. The angular momentum of electron is given by the formula mvr is equal to nh by 2 pi. So that is about the principal quantum number. The second quantum number is azimuthal quantum number. So it was proposed by Sommerfeld. It was proposed by Sommerfeld. First it is denoted by letter K. Later it was modified by L. So L is equal to K minus 1, or K cannot be 0 while L can be 0. So it is otherwise known as orbital angular quantum number, or subsidiary quantum number, or secondary quantum number. So all these are the different names for azimuthal quantum number. So L value always depends on the N value. That is the principal quantum number. So L value, if you see the values of L values ranges from 0 to n minus 1. So if n is equal to 1, L is equal to 0. If n is equal to 2, L is equal to 0 and 1. If n is equal to 3, 0, 1, 2. N is equal to 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. So what does it explain? So if L value is equal to 0, it indicates S orbital. If L is equal to 1, P orbital. L is equal to 2, D orbital. L is equal to 3, F orbital, Z and H, and so on. So that is the principal quantum number. So sublevels that are distributed on n plus L value. So if n is equal to 1, 1s orbital. If n is equal to 2, 2s and 2p. If n is equal to 3, 3s, 3p and 3d and so on. So these are the sublevels distributed. So SPDF are the terms which indicates which signifies the sharp principle, diffused, fundamental, and generalized. When n is equal to 4, L values are having 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. If n is equal to 1, L is equal to 0, that is a 1s orbital. If n is equal to 2, L is equal to 0, 0 means 2p, 2s. L is equal to 1 means 2p orbital, and so on. So the number of L values is equal to the magnitude of n value. So if you see the energies of various orbitals, S is lesser than P is lesser than D is, and so on. So what does it explain? It explains about the shapes of orbitals. So if L is equal to 0, that is S orbital, so which is spherical in shape. If L is equal to 1, it indicates a p orbital which is having double dumbbell shape. If L is equal to 2, that is d orbital double dumbbell shape. If L is equal to 3, that is f orbital fourfold dumbbell or quadra dumbbell shape. So the orbital angular momentum is given by the formula mu is equal to root of L into L plus 1 into h by 2 pi Bm, where Bm is a Bohr magneton. So its value is a 2.7 2.9.273 into 10 power minus 24 joule per Tesla. So that is a value. So the maximum number of electrons which are present in a subshell or sublevel is given by the formula 2 into 2L plus 1 or 4L plus 2. When L is equal to 0, only 2 electrons are accommodated in the S sub-energy level. When L is equal to 2, well, L is equal to 1, so there are 6 electrons. P can accommodate 6 electrons. When L is equal to 2, d orbital can accommodate 10. When L is equal to 3, f orbital can accommodate 14 electrons. If L is equal to 4, g orbital can accommodate 18 electrons and so on. So that is about azimuthal quantum number. The third quantum number is magnetic quantum number. So it was proposed by Landé and it is denoted by small m. What does it explain? It explains about the orientation of orbital. So it also explains Zeeman effect. So what is Zeeman effect? Splitting of spectral lines into number of closely spaced lines in the presence of magnetic field, strong magnetic field. So that is known as the Zeeman effect. So the total number of m values for given L value is 2L plus 1. Why I'm for given L value I'm explaining is because the m value always depends on the L value, that is azimuthal quantum number. When L is equal to 0, m is also 0. So when L is equal to 1, so number of m values, so 3 values. When L is equal to 2, it is having 5 values and so on. So that is the magnetic number values. So if you see the values, the range of values, m can take values ranging from minus L to plus L, including 0. If L is equal to 0, m is also 0. If L is equal to 1, so it is having 3 values. So minus 1, 0, plus 1. So one orientation corresponds to one orbital. So if L is equal to 1 indicates p sublevel because m has 3 values, because they indicate 3 orbitals basing on the 3-dimensional space, that is px, py and pz orbital. So if L is equal to 2, that indicates d sublevel. So it has 5 values. So they indicate 5 orbitals based on their orientation. If L is equal to 2, so what are the 5 values? Minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1 and plus 2. So dxy is having plus 2, dyz plus 1, dxz plus 1, dx square minus y square. So that is plus 2 and dz square, that is 0, minus 2. So f orbital has 7 degenerate orbitals, which is ranging from minus 3 to plus 3. So it is having 7 orbitals. F sublevel has 7 orbitals. F sublevel has 7 orbitals. So this is the orientations of F orbitals, which is the splitting of F sublevel under the influence of magnetic field. So the p orbitals are threefold degenerate or tri-degenerate. D orbitals are fivefold degenerate or penta-degenerate. F orbitals are sevenfold degenerate or hepta. G orbitals are ninefold degenerate or non-degenerate. So the total number of orbitals in any energy level is given by n square. When n is equal to 1, so only one orbital, that is 1s. Then n is equal to 2, that means n square, 4 orbitals, 1 2s orbital and 3 2p orbitals. When n is equal to 3, so n square is equal to 3 square, that is 9 orbitals we are having, 1 3s orbital, 3 3p orbitals and 5 3d orbitals and so on. So last one is the spin quantum number. So spin quantum number was proposed by Uhlenbeck and Goudsmit. So it is denoted by letter S. So it explains about the spinning of electrons. So electron spins around its own axis while revolving around the nucleus of atom. So an electron has not only mass and charge but also spin angular momentum. So spin angular momentum is always a vector quantity. It is having two orientations. One is plus half and the other one is minus half. So the two electrons that have different magnetic quantum number values are said to possess opposite spins. So we know that any orbital cannot accommodate more than 2 electrons. For clockwise direction, the spin is equal to plus half. The upward arrow indicates clockwise spin. For anti-clockwise, S is equal to minus half. The downward arrow indicates anti-clockwise spin. The spin of electron produces the angular momentum that is given by mu is equal to root of S into S plus 1 h by 2 pi. So where S is equal to plus half, So S is equal to total spin, that is equal to number of electrons into half. So mu is equal to root of n into n plus 2 Bohr magneton, where n represents the number of unpaired electrons. So the two electrons that are having a different spin quantum number are said to have uh, opposite spins. So to account for the stability of two electrons in an orbital should possess opposite spins. So, see here, there are two types of spins. One is a parallel spin and other one is anti-parallel spin. So parallel spins means if the spin of electrons is in the same direction, spin of electrons is in the same direction, that is known as parallel spins. If they are in opposite direction, they are known as anti-parallel spins. The magnetic moment in an atom is developed due to the spin of electrons. The paired electrons cancel the magnetic moment and develop the mutual magnetic attraction. So see here, this is a plus half and this is minus half. The plus half represents the clockwise direction and minus half represents the anti-clockwise direction. So magnetic, this is a north pole as well as south pole, the magnetic field lines. So magnetic quantum number, that is having a plus half and other one is minus half. If two electrons have similar spin, they are said to possess parallel spins, and these electrons may be present in the same orbital or different orbitals. So that electrons in an orbital having similar type of spins, they are known as parallel spins. So see here, in the normal state, so 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. In excited state, one electron is moving from 2s to 2p. So that is about, so 5 electrons in excited state electronic configuration. So there are 5 electrons with a plus half spin and 1 electron with negative spin. So in the next class, we'll discuss about the various different rules